Sex. I can't see whoever's watching this, but somehow I still know that you managed to either A, cringe, B, laugh, C, smile, or D, if there are people around you, you looked at them to see what they did before you gave off any hint of an expression. And all of the above come with a tinge of confusion. So it's a controversial topic, right? And it'll probably always be that way, but I think it's being talked about openly now more than ever. So I thought I'd put in my 2 cents. First off, I'm a virgin, so maybe I have no business talking about it, but I am a teenager in high school, so the topic's all around me, and when I'm on my way to other places, it's all around me. And when I go home, just when I think I'm safe, when I turn on my TV or switch on my computer, surprise, there it is. It's everywhere in the media, so of course I have an opinion on it, but I'll be the first to admit that experience is the best teacher, so my 2 cents might be worth half a penny, but never stopped me from sharing before. So, here goes. I don't know that there's a way to say exactly what sex is, but there are definitely a lot of things sex isn't. Sex is not an extracurricular activity, something you do with different people for fun. No. Friends of mine and just people in general who have a resume on it have backed that up. And yeah, you can listen to what your favorite song or TV show or even to what someone you look up to says about sex, but what you hear isn't always what you get. Everyone's ready and willing to talk about having sex and da-da-da, but no one really talks about the aftermath. It's not a no consequence thing because you risk a lot. Not only health-wise, which I won't go into because I know that everyone's heard that infomercial, and if you haven't, Google, but emotionally. No matter how much anyone tries to downplay sex, like it's not that big of a deal, it comes with some emotional connections. Any kind of physical affection does. I mean, holding someone's hand isn't just holding someone's hand, and kissing someone isn't just kissing someone, because it's like they're these metaphors come to life because they tie you to a person. They come with sort of prepackaged attachment. So if those things do, it only makes sense that sex does too. Treat it like it's a hobby and you're on the road to regret. And let's face it, no one likes the scenery there. Sex is also not a way to prove anything to anyone, and this includes the person you're dating and any other people you might be trying to impress. It's not a way to show someone that you care, or that you really are sorry, or that you do love them, because they should already know all of those things by the time both of you decide to do that. And if you need sex as a crutch, a way to say something, you need to work on your relationship, because nothing can replace honesty. And if you don't have trust, what do you have? And as far as trying to impress other people goes, let me just say this. I know what it's like to just want other people to like you, pretty much. No matter how much we all rebel every once in a while or like sticking out from the crowd, the truth is all anyone wants is other people's approval. But having sex is not a way to get it. Feelings aren't things you can just trade off. You know, people think what they want to think, and you can't control that by doing something that seems like it would up your ante with them. Even if it did, impressions on other people don't always last, but you know what you'd be disappointed in yourself for doing. And popularity comes and goes, but regrets have a tendency to stick around for a while. So make sure your intentions are your intentions and for your happiness. And last but not least, sex is definitely not a way to get closer to someone. Yes, sex and emotional connections aren't sold separately, but how long those connections last and, how long before that spark fades away is a mystery, So you can't bank on that. And when it's over with and the somewhat romantic aspect of it fades, where are the two people going? The relationship already needed help, so when a quick fix stops working, what's going to happen? Besides, the hope that it'll bring you closer to someone is not a reason to do that. Because, like I said earlier, sex is not something you do with different people for fun, because it's only special when it's with someone you love. Someone that you're as close can get with. And that might be an overused cliche, but it's probably because it's true. You're a special person and you're showing someone a special part of you, so if you showed it to someone who you knew didn't deserve to see it, it's not going to be as good as it could be. So I guess sex is something you do with someone you love and who loves you as an outlet for both of your overwhelming feelings. Now the hard part is finding out if the person has the same feelings for you. The love bug can blind us all, so it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. You have to know that you're both in the same boat, a love boat. You have to both be safe, and you both have to be ready to handle whatever happens afterward. Ready for anything. Even the possible heartbreak that comes from giving that part of yourself to someone and having the relationship reach a not so happy ending. There's not an age where everyone's ready, so only you can decide when you are. I think I found a loophole in the confusion that comes with making that choice, because I want to wait until I'm married. By then, I'll be mature enough to make all of the calls. I'll have made the call that I love whichever guy I love. He'll have let me know that he feels the same way. We'll be knowledgeable, safe, all that good stuff, and with whatever comes, hopefully no heartbreak, because he's pretty much stuck with me. So just remember this. Yes, sex is risky, but not having sex is the more risky thing to do. Find out if there's a relationship underneath all of the romance, under the butterflies and surprises and the cards, the cutesy stuff, because if you find that out, you'll know if the sex would mean something. If it wouldn't, there's no point. Anywho, I'm glad the topic's out there and I can talk about it, because if we can all say what we think, eventually the words someone needs to hear are bound to reach them, and that's what it's all about. So this is my 2 cents, or half a penny, and I hope it means a lot to someone out there.